Welcome back. 2023 NXL Sunshine State Major here on GoSports.com. I'm Matty Marshall. Got Joey Blute from Tampa Bay Damage, man. They looked controlled. They looked good yesterday. Got Randy Stanzik back on the squad, and we're actually going to be watching some games in their bracket, so blessed to have him up here help us call this set. It's going to be Aftermath taking on NRG, Elite, Uprising, and New York Xtreme. So Aftermath, little hit or miss yesterday, Joey, with their new squad, rebuilding with some SoCal talent. And they went 1-1, though. NRG Elite needs to win both games today to have a chance. They went 0-2. Uprising, same situation for them, also 0-2 yesterday. Now, New York Xtreme, though, looked pretty good. They went 2-0, undefeated. So, between you guys and New York Xtreme, those are the two teams looking the best here in this bracket. Starting out point number one, and NRG Elite going to be on the blue side to start. Aftermath on the red side. These teams will switch sides if you win a point or if a point is scored, and they'll stay on the same side if there's no point. So both teams going right into this crucial wedge structure, Joey, and that's been a very important part of the field. Safe to get to, and you can kind of go a lot of different spots.
Got shot out of one of them. So these bunkers are definitely nuts, especially these big walls in the center. If you're not careful and you pop the top on that, you're going to get your wig split, and that's just what happened to him. This is going to be an interesting match. I mean, you got one team that's fairly consistently stayed together over the years, and you got another team that's basically brand new.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Aftermath. It's a storied franchise, but this is not Aftermath even of last year. So these guys got a lot to prove, and I know they're grinding. I've talked to a couple of their dudes, and they play every single weekend, and they're putting the work in. It's just a matter of making it work.
Yeah, I mean, it helps when the guy running the team owns the paintball field, so that's always a blessing. But yeah, Aftermath playing pretty aggressive here on some secondaries, getting real quickly here into the brick. We're looking over their shoulders, and that's who's trying to defend right now for NRG Elite.
I think this layout, I tell my guys too, like the aggressor is going to be the benefit factor of this layout. If you're the one making the moves, you're going to be the one that's going to be rewarded with it. So it's good to see that NRG went up there and actually got that guy and didn't just let him sit there the whole time.
Yeah, and that's a Paintball 101 principle, right? The aggressor typically is the victor. However, with how chaotic and low visibility this snake side and wedge section is of the field, you have to get kind of crafty, and that's why the veterans are thriving out here. So a little exchange in this snake structure. Both teams losing a body, but NRG Elite going to be pushing another body right in. I believe that's Bowen.
And he's got the widest guy out here, so if he's smart about this, he should be able to wreck this guy.
Yeah, he's going to come up, try to get a shot on Mazurek. Mazurek had a pretty good day yesterday, but he's going to get stitched up by Bowen. Bowen looking good here, trying to get the crossfield shot.
He missed.
Oh, he missed the shot on D3, so D3 tucked around near that sideline. Aftermath trying to stop the bleeding. They filter a body over from the back center to get to the Aztec, but he's trying to figure out where he wants to put his gun. He's not feeling any pressure.
Letting him move like this. These guys are sitting in the back, not even shooting at him, just letting him walk around back there. That's insane.
Yeah, he wasn't feeling any pressure at all. Yeah. Everyone is so focused on that D side.
Which is weird. You have so many kills already.
Yeah, and the back players behind him are playing like it's still 5-on-5.
Right. You got to get in the game, man. Like that's definitely something we were trying to do yesterday. Obviously, our game against them, they wouldn't move, made it hard for us to move, right? Like we took the spots, and then you lose a guy for a second, and it kind of forces you to play slow.
Well, I talked to Wayne Woodruff, the one of the coach owner of Aftermath. He's kind of taking over the reins from Mike Kim, and as him and step back, but. And I said, hey, what'd you think about yesterday? And he's like, and I got to give him props. Instead of saying, like, my guys didn't play well, he said, I got to put it on me. I was trying to motivate them to move forward and play aggressive, and whatever I was saying just wasn't quite working enough. So today we're going to try to fix that, Right. But that's like we opened the show with you saying the aggressor that's going to pay dividends for you. So and I think everyone kind of knows that. I mean, we're here into day 2.
Well, there's being aggressive and then there's being the aggressor, right? There's two different – that's totally different words, right? Being aggressive means you're just running around like idiots. Being the aggressor means you're making calculated moves that are going to be aggressive, not waiting for something to happen.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean just run crazy down the field. It means take a good position, the position that you need to be in, and then do the right moves from there 100%. Within the context of the gunfight. So now jumping into this first point with Uprising and New York Xtreme.
Down Xtreme, 4-on-4.
Yeah, it looks like a 4-on-4 situation. It's a little bit better field position currently for Xtreme as they have Hennessy in the wedge structure, but now it looks like Ormrod's going to filter up and get in there for Uprising.
Kraft loves that big center block. That big center block has been his bread and butter. So
yeah, I mean, if you play New York Xtreme, you have to stop Pat Kraft in the center because he feasted yesterday.
He just split his wig.
Yeah, he was getting at least a kill a point, it seemed like. Very consistent up there. I was also wondering, though, how often they're going to send him off the break to that brick because they were pretty much almost doing it every single point, and it was getting a little predictable, but no one could stop it. It was like Dynasty sending Arturo to the Snake 1 every single point that he played, but no one could stop it.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of that in the afternoon. I think the bunkers got a little bit more deflated in the afternoon, and it changed a couple of the shots where making the Snake on the brakes a little more possible. There goes Kraft. Now he's launching. He's going to try to get this guy. There's another one for him. He's going to get this other guy too.
Pat's really looking good here at this event. A little 2-pack for him right now, trying to put up a little 3-pack.
There it is.
And they just absolutely obliterate that last body over there. Goes Pankoff. So, yeah, tough first point here for Uprising. Full control from New York Xtreme. You know, they get Kraft up in their center, get Hennessy to the wedge. That's been their go-to play, and then let things develop around that. They have a couple other plays, but that's been their stock go-to play for the majority of the points that we've seen out here.
One thing I will say about them, I mean, they didn't have much of a roster change. They only had one player depart from their team, but just the way they're acting, the way they're carrying themselves is completely different.
Yeah. Well, they have been here for a little while now, you know, so there has been some seasoning. They've been through some hard losses. I mean, they almost got relegated last year as things were starting to play out towards the bottom of the division. And if you're unfamiliar with pro paintball and this is your first year watching, you're in for a treat this year, as every year. But, you know, we have one team that we crown the champions at the end of the year for the series title, and then one team gets demoted and relegated down to the semi-pro division. And for a little bit, it was looking like that might have been New York Xtreme. Yeah.
Last year was a wild year with the way that bottom was moving around, for sure. I think even at Cup, people thought certain teams were moving up and certain teams were moving down. That ended up not being the same, you know, by Sunday, just because the double points at World Cup, it's such a huge impact on the way the whole entire series plays out.
But they've learned some harsh lessons. They've learned some harsh lessons, and no Harris on the team this year. So, you know, they're really kind of feeling the moment and understanding what they need to be doing to be better. So jumping into point number 2 here, Aftermath, and they're going to take a big bite. They send Cousin Castro all the way here to Snake 1. And filter another body very quickly into the wedge.
They also went wide on the Dorito side on the break, which is not common that you try to take the Snake and that wide run at the same time.
And NRG Elite's been getting Trowick here pretty much every single point directly into the wedge. He's looking D side right now. Here comes the Aftermath, though. Up and on their toes, getting to the brick. There's a spot in D1 right here for Senegal Aftermath, playing on the blue side of the field.
They're in D1 over here on Aftermath side already too, which honestly, like, for that guy to be in that big brick right there on that cross and letting him fill up there is kind of weird.
Yeah, yesterday for Aftermath, I really liked how Mazurek was playing. He's the guy that's at the brick.
Gotcha.
He played in Europe with the Raiders last year. Been around SoCal divisional player for a while. He's pretty legit. He's pretty good. He's a good pickup for them.
Honestly, it's all about time and experience, and as much as they're grinding, they're going to get more time and experience than a lot of these guys who aren't putting in that much time.
Yeah, and then Castro, the Speed Demon, still in Snake 1, looking
D3 now.
Cross field, yeah, nice little move up into D3 for Aftermath, and they're going to get body out of that back center, so nice fill up, get those bodies forward.
You can just see the difference here, like between being controlled aggression and literally sitting on your heels the whole time, which is what these guys are doing. They got one guy in an attack position, the rest of the guys are in their original starting positions, in the back.
But then, so you may think, okay, let's take a page out of Damage's book. We go up by 1 because NRG Elite does have a lead. And they do take a little bit of position, but the problem is that's not going to work from all of the back line. They need to get a couple more bodies a little farther up the field.
Our 3-on-5 game that we beat them on, we had a guy in Snake, we had a guy in the little pipe over there with the big wedge, and we had a guy at the stand-up behind it, right? When you're in those front spots, you can cross stuff up and actually control the field. You can't control the field from the back. You're literally just hoping to get a shot on somebody before they move. You're not actually in control. You're hoping to get control by catching somebody.
Yeah.
It's just a different mindset. Again, it's the difference between being aggressive and being the aggressor.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they very similar meanings, but completely and totally different meanings.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, similar situation here. Aftermath controls the real estate, but they are down a point. There's 10 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. Mazurek has been probing. He's wrapping around inside, getting low off the little baby cake that was added to this field. Now he's going to pop back inside and head check towards the Doritos, and then Castro behind him. He's just been talking it up and focusing his gun towards that D side. Now he's going to switch off, look down the sideline as NRG Elite going to be moving up. Here comes Mazurek, steps up and stabs Trowick. And Mazurek stays alive, playing well, man. He's playing
aggressor. The aggressor wins again.
Yeah.
Not the aggressive, but the aggressor. That was good.
We say it every year, every tournament, because that's how paintball is.
Yeah.
Is that, you know, paintball is taking your will and exerting it on your opponent. And if you're reacting to their actions, that's not how the game should typically be played.
Agreed.
Can you win some points that way? Sure. Are you going to win tournaments that way? Most likely not.
I just lost another one on NRG. Another one on NRG. I think there's only 2 of them left. Both on the snake side. Not looking good here.
Yeah, it's that D side's completely fallen. It's just 2 bodies here on the snake
look
side.
at this.
Bowen's going to get up and try a desperation run and takes out Cousin, but
Got shot.
trades his body.
Oh, major on Bowen, I guess?
Yeah, it looks like a major on Bowen.
And they don't have any more bodies. They're going to start down a body now.
Look, I like the let's play offense in a bad spot move because it does work out sometimes. But when you do that, you need to be very careful not to draw a major penalty because then what happens is you're low on bodies, you get that major, and then a major penalty is thrown. 2 bodies are pulled, a minor 1. So if there's only 2 of you left and you get a major, you get your teammate pulled, and then there's no one left to pull, and now your opponents are going to be on a power play. You have 20% less firepower out there, and it could potentially doom you for the next point too.
Yep. And that's the difference, right? If Bowen would have been in the snake 1 instead of back at that block, which he could have been at any point in time, but they were playing so defensive with him that, you know, it's such a long run, right? If he's at that snake 1 to go get that guy, it's a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah.
But when you're all the way back there like that and you're trying to cover that much ground,
too big of a bite.
It's too big of a bite. And there's too many refs on the field. There's not enough bodies anymore, so you have like 3 refs watching you do this. So
yeah, everyone's looking at you.
Right.
You're not going to get the benefit of the doubt.
You do that with 4 on 4, there's a good chance they just call both of you out and it's over.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
When you're one of the last 2, there you go.
Now, New York Xtreme,
Crap,
Seattle
right
Uprising.
up the middle again. I think he got hit.
Body coming off from the backfield here for
One from Xtreme. I'm pretty sure Kraft is hit.
Uprising.
I don't know if the ball broke, but he definitely got hit.
Oh, ref's
Ball did
giving
not
him a
break.
check.
Oh, there we go.
Minor penalty assessed on Hennessy. So that's going to take out this snake side. It pulls out CJ Cantor from the back center. Yeah, they lose Corey Hall as well, too. So not looking good in this point for New York Xtreme. Uprising got a big opportunity here to try to tie this game up. Pat Kraft with a retreat.
That's actually a good retreat. I can't believe they're letting this guy move this much.
No one's picked up Pat.
You deserve to die.
Oh, and Pat comes across and he gets the shot in on Creek. A beautiful outside move here from Pat Kraft. Wilding out right now.
There's a guy in the 50 Dorito. Yeah. He doesn't know where Kraft is, though. He's just shooting randomly over here. He's probably going to get his wig split. Oh, Kraft died.
Well, it was a noble attempt from Pat Kraft Jr. Unfortunately, too many bodies out there still on the field for Uprising.
So that ties this one up, right? 1-1?
Yeah, the 1-1 ball game.
Well, they bounced Kraft going up there. I don't know if he's going to keep doing that. It was a hard bounce, too. It was enough that he looked at it and then the ref ran from the sidelines to go check him.
Yeah, again, I understand the principle of, hey, if they can't stop it and it's working, let's keep running it. But you get deep enough in the tournament, the good teams are going to find a way to shoot that body.
So that's the good thing about us yesterday. We only played a total of 7 points. Good luck scouting us.
Yeah, that's true.
And one of them we got a minor on, and one of them was a 2-on-4. So good luck scouting those points. Good luck at that whole match. Good luck scouting.
Yeah, that's true. At least that'll be a quick part of the meeting, you know?
Right. No, our meeting last night wasn't that long. I basically said, we shouldn't have won that game. You guys were dog shit. We got to be better.
Yeah, about right. Yeah, when we have the tournaments where, you know, the final score in a game was like 7-8 and there was a bunch of those, then you got a lot more work to do because there's a lot more looks.
Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be a lot of that out here. I think I only saw one game that even went like 5-0 yesterday, or 6-0. 1-6-0, right?
Yeah, there was one mercy rule. Yeah. It was Dynasty beating up on the Latin Saints. They shut them out 6-0.
Besides that, there was 4-1s and a couple 5-1s, but there was no real.
Yep.
And honestly, those could have been closer if the guys would have played the numbers a little bit better.
Yeah.
You know? But I get it. Like, if you're not playing the top team in your bracket, you really want to try to win that game, right? Or if not win it, you have to keep it super close.
Yeah, looks like we got a review from our commissioners. We're in the pits here with Coach Omrod.
It's probably on Hennessy, the review, I imagine, because that was the only penalty called, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason actually overturned a major yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that. And it was the right call. I mean, I was on this side when it happened, but when I was watching, I was like, dude, that is sketchy as shit.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, honestly, he's done a great job. Like, I had the point where Mikey got the minor, he comes off and he's like, I don't know where I was hit. And I'm looking at him head to toe, spinning him. I don't see anything on him. I'm like, Jason, where was he hit? And I pull him over there and spin him, and Jason looks at him and doesn't see anything either. 5 minutes later, Jason comes by with his phone, presses play, and he frame for frame. And you see the ball clip the side of his goggles and just leave no paint.
Yeah, which happens occasionally.
Yeah, but the ref saw it, hit him, and spray off.
And that's the rule, right? If the ref sees you get hit with a paintball, even if it doesn't leave that much paint, you're still out.
Yep.
But sometimes, and it happens every day, and not necessarily every game, but couple times yesterday, we would saw like, oh, it looks like that guy just got hit. Something just broke off of him. Ref goes in there, doesn't find any paint. Ref also didn't see it actually hit him.
Yeah.
So can't call him out. And then that guy gets the, you get a
Right,
little bit of a gift from the paintball gods then. And
Yep.
sometimes unfortunately, you're, Mikey's situation where it doesn't go your way.
But he's on it though. I mean,
he's on it.
They're staying on that review pretty good, and they're getting that process down now where it's not as long drawn out.
Yeah, no, for sure. And it's just great because, we would like to keep this as authentic as to what's actually going down as possible. So, hats off to...
and keep it fluid, right?
Yes.
You don't want long breaks on everything.
Exactly. We have 10 sets to get through and 20 teams in one day, so
here's NRG with 4. They go corner, snake Aztec, can, and home.
Yeah, a little bit short this time for Aftermath. They're taking the safe route up the center. Mazurk to the wedge. They also take the other wedge towards the D side. So
they're just trying to keep that body up, right? Like you have that extra body. Like don't risk it doing anything stupid. Just because you have the body doesn't mean you need to lose it.
Exactly. And then now it's 5-on-4. Yep. So they didn't risk anything off the break to allow NRG Elite to try to even it up quickly, which is what NRG Elite was probably hoping for.
NRG gets into that inside snake. I don't know what you guys are calling that.
I'm calling out the wedge structure because it has the wedge and it is a little bit off of the snake just to kind of keep it a little bit more clear.
Guy in the center catches one. That's not good. 4-on-4.
That's a tough death.
Yeah, it is. He was over the top again. I'm telling you, man, over the top is sketchy. If you're over the top, who can see you, Matty?
Everyone.
Exactly. That's
everyone can see.
As I tell my kids, that's a sometimes food. We don't eat cookies every day, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, anytime I see someone pop the top and start shooting the gun for more than like just one lane, just about 10 balls, maybe 5 actually, I'm like, ooh, that guy's living on the edge.
Inside guy just took one over the top too.
Missouri
They lost one on
Cyclops.
3-on-3. 3-on-3, but Aftermath makes a move to the corner, so they actually have the wide spots.
Tell you what, if NRG Elite can win this one, it's so good to win down body points because it's a big momentum shifter. It's a big confidence boost.
Oh, there's the penalty. Aftermath just caught one.
Castro going to be getting a minor, trying to get into the snake. That's going to pull out his back center, and that's going to force a concession as there was still going to be about to be a 3-on-1. So
that's aggression, not being the aggressor, right? Like he's being so aggressive that he tried so hard that he got himself a penalty. Be the aggressor, not the aggressive one. Just being aggressive to be aggressive isn't effective.
Yeah, because if you are the aggressor, you're adding elements of aggression, but it's more diverse than that.
All he has to do is get to that snake one,
Yeah.
settle down for a second, play a little bit of paintball, right? You don't have to just keep going and going and going. Against teams that know how to cross well, like NRG, that's the reason why our game was 2-0 against those guys. Their back guys are strong enough that if you try to push it with them, they're going to shoot you.
Yeah.
So you have to wait for them to make a mistake. He didn't wait. He just wanted to go.
Well, and also it just year after year, era after era, we constantly see this. You get these young, hungry, aggressive guys. Yep. And they want to make a name for themselves, and they get so focused on that part of the game that they get those extra penalties. They get shot out of their spots just being a little bit too greedy.
Is that Crap that just took it? No, 33. That's
Corey.
Hall. Yeah, Hall just took one. There's a minor on
Uprising.
So 4-on-3. Oh, there's another one down, 4-on-2.
Ooh, well, it was looking good initially for Uprising, but as we head checked over, saw Hall walk off, head checked back over and look at Uprising. It's just a sea of bodies in black walking off. It looks like Creek might be taking one too. He's getting checked out from the ref.
Kraft just missed him then because that was ridiculous.
I saw something break off, but I think it was off the bunker.
Yeah. So the good thing about black jerseys is they're cool because they're black jerseys. The bad thing is we shoot yellow paint.
Yeah, it makes the hits real visible.
Yeah. It's cool though. You look really cool with all black, but
Uprising definitely looks cool right now.
Yeah, agreed.
It's also going to be really easy to find the hits on him.
Agreed. You want that mix. You want cool, but not that cool.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to sell a decent amount of those jerseys though, so they do got some style.
That's one thing about that all black too is honestly, I mean, it's a competitive advantage when you're playing on these nets because the nets are so dark that you lose people that all the time.
I used to love back in the day when white hoppers became a thing.
Yeah.
I loved when the opponents had white hoppers.
It was so stupid of them. It's no different than when they have like the big yellow thing on their mask or green thing on their mask. You're just like, what are you doing, bro?
Thank you for giving me something to aim at while you run across my stream of paint.
Are you a ref? No, don't wear that, dummy.
So
2-on-4.
Yeah, New York Xtreme just trying to be smart to finish this one off and take a 1-point lead.
Xtreme's at the Dorito 4.
Still a decent amount of time left here, 10:40 or 10:30 left to go.
This guy in the snake needs to get going. He definitely does. 100% does not know there's not a Dorito side right now.
Yeah, Hennessy.
If Hennessy dropped in here and got into their snake, he could wreck the home guy.
Yeah, I think that, New York Xtreme, known for their inconsistency and a little bit over-aggression sometimes. I think that's one of the things they're trying to be is, more consistent on the close and not throw bodies away,
Yeah.
especially with extra time.
Again, though, you have to be the aggressor. Like, the aggressor will win. That doesn't mean run down the field and try to bunker the guy. That means you have to keep putting the pressure on them.
Yeah, it's just work through the offensive possibilities. Right. If you're not feeling pressure, well, then try to get a little creative. You should know which way you can go. You've had all the time to walk the field. You've had all the time to watch these games. You've played through an entire weekend and another day of practice.
Who is this back here, Caro?
Yeah, Jared Caro.
All right, now, this is not Caro. Caro doesn't sit in the back like this. What is he doing?
Well, but here's the thing. So Caro, again, also trying to diversify his skill set and not die dumb. So he's going to be
But not dying dumb and letting a guy fill back on a 2-on-4?
No, I'm with you.
Jesus.
But again, it's with New York Xtreme because of their history. If I'm coaching them, I'm like, I'm rather them err on the side of in a 4-on-2 have a little bit of a slower close as long as we get the point. But the problem is if you wait too long, then they
catch one guy, and then next thing you know, it's a 2-on-3, and next thing you know, Jake and Chris just won a 2-on-4 against NRG.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, you're 4-on-2, and you're letting this guy just run around like he owns the place.
Yeah.
Caro needs to get up into the game. I don't know what he's even doing. Like, he's not being shot at. He's not shooting at anyone.
Well, those bodies did drop quick, Joey, so maybe they don't know that countdown. That could be it. That would be an explanation.
We've had a pretty good conversation up here about this the whole time it's been a 2-on-4. As a paintball player, your job is to figure that out.
Of course.
Right? So at some point, you have to realize sitting on the inside and not shooting at anything, nobody's shooting at you, it's okay.
Yes.
Maybe wrap the
coast
other
is
side
the coast is clear.
Right.
The coast is clear. Yeah, if you're in a 2-on-4, but that's what I'm saying. They're looking like they may think it's a 2-on-3.
I imagine.
A 4-on-3.
They let this guy go from the front block to the stand-up to the corner. Maybe it does feel like it's 4 of them left, and it's all in this corner.
So Hennessy hits the deck and crawls up onto Uprising side to try to get a little bit of a
he should shoot
better angle.
I think they think there's a can still.
That's what I'm saying. It feels like they think that there's another body out there. And those bodies did come off pretty quick. So, and there is a little bit of a glare looking towards the east.
Manny, that's one thing I love about you is you love to make them like not feel like they're being stupid when they are.
Hey, it's good cop, bad cop, bro.
Absolutely. And I mean, I get it to a certain extent, but I mean, how long are we in this point? 3? What's the score anyways?
So, Joey, I do agree with you that they need to hurry up.
One,
but
how much time's left?
Well, they just burnt 3 minutes off in this 4-on-2.
Yeah.
I mean, unless there is there another body we missed? I'm pretty sure it's 4.
No, it's just the 2,
because
there was a penalty and the guy at the can got shot right after. Look, now they let him come right back up. What in the actual F? Don't do it. Don't do it, dummy.
I'll tell you what. It'd be nasty. Creek's going to come around. He pauses. Team kill on Hennessy. And then here comes, so it's going to be Graham Arnold, and Creek is going to get shot inside. Doesn't trade. They did get the kill from Hennessy. I think Carl shot him in the back.
Carl made a move to the back. No, it was Kraft that shot Hennessy.
Oh, it was a Kraft?
Yeah.
Okay. And they finally shoot out Olsen too. So, Arnold. Well, it took a while. It took them 3 minutes, but they won the point.
Yes, only because they decided to come after them with the 2. The 2 decided to chase down the 4.
So the score now going to be 2-1. They're just trying to keep us on schedule. Long points. Long points.
Listen,
equals, the schedule being clean.
I did my best for you on that yesterday.
Appreciate that, Joe.
Did my best. I got to be honest, after we were done, I was watching every game thinking, man, I hope these are like 2-0 games so I can get out of here. I don't want to scout all day. I'm so tired.
Yeah, and then you only have 2 points to
So
scout.
tired.
All right, here are the 2 breakouts. All right, let's go to dinner.
Exactly. I thought about that too, and I'm like, man, if these idiots are out here scouting us, this is going to suck for them. Yeah. I would be so mad. Like, why am I wasting my time?
So after a little bit of a rest, Aftermath trying to get back here, get even with NRG Elite. 7:30 to go in this one.
Both corners for Aftermath off the hot into your inside structure.
And then into D1 immediately. So
and he got shot.
Oh, you got clipped trying to get in there. Missouri's going to go right back into the wedge here for Aftermath, and that's what's on your screen.
Fills the corner again.
I think Travis gun's down, though, Joey. Yeah, he's doing a little surgery, looks like. Oh, no, he's up and running again.
Aftermath fills the corner, and the home fills into the can. NRG loses their can. That can spot is shaky at best. He's going to come get this guy clean. He's going to smash this guy.
That can spot's important,
He saw him. Here we go. Oh, no, he doesn't see him.
Battle going down to the center. Here comes Missouri. Missouri comes through, and he gets 1. He gets 2. Nice little 2-pack run through from Missouri.
That's it.
Well, after a real long point, we get a real quick point here.
I feel real great for NYX.
Yeah.
Enjoy your 7-minute point and get on the field.
We're back up again?
Right.
Oh, okay. All right, well, let's hurry up, guys. I'm going to need 4 pods.
Corey Hall's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm well rested. I was the first one dead on that one. Let's go, boys.
Yeah, everyone else had to completely refill their pack. Well, got a tie ball game here. 6:30 to go in the NRG Elite Aftermath game. Been back and forth.
It's pretty bad when we're looking at 6 minutes left at 2-2 going, man, this is a pretty high-scoring game, guys.
We're gonna see it. We're gonna see a lot of that here. This is this field is a slow playing field. It's a very tactical field.
By far the slowest Friday I've ever seen.
Definitely the slowest field we've seen in maybe I want to say 3 years.
So that Philly, the Chicago one, Philly I came back for with damage, where we ended up going 1-1 in the first game of the prelims against Impact and taking them to into overtime and losing to them 2-1. That was slower than this slightly.
Yeah. I mean, every now and then you're going to have some anomaly, like we had at Cup last year with that 1-0, you know?
Yeah.
I
don't want to talk about Cup. Cup was stupid.
Hey, he took second.
Congratulations.
Yeah, exactly. Congratulations on being the second place team, Joey.
He ain't first or last.
I used to hate that back in the day. Like, congratulations on second. I'm like, dude, don't congratulate me.
I'd rather not be here. Kraft makes it up. They lose. Is that Hennessy? No, it's Carl, right?
Yeah, Carl taking the walk.
Kraft's up in that center again, though. And I don't know if they know.
Oh, Kraft maybe would get that shot.
He missed him.
Yeah, he missed him trying to go out wide. So Hennessy and Kraft in the center again. That's them in the go-to for New York Xtreme.
NYX fills out to the corner.
Yeah, so Snake's open over here, and the battle's about to go down.
This guy is going to go run Kraft down. I can guarantee it.
He's thinking about it.
Oh, he wants it.
Ormrod wants to make this move. He's trying to gunfight his way into the position. He wants to go get Kraft.
No, he can't. Kraft knows he's coming. Kraft knows he's there at least. Oh, no, the other guy's going to come. I think maybe they're going to try to... I don't know what they're doing. Well, that's a lot of dudes in that little area.
Yeah, 3 bodies in that center. I mean, they have 5 across the field. This is a good cross-field spread here for Uprising.
They're full house right now. 5-on-4. I would still give New York Xtreme the advantage on positioning. With Kraft up in that center sitting the snake side, he can pretty much just stop everything over here. And as long as Hennessy stays on the cross, dude ain't making it past that Dorito.
Olsen's thinking about making this move. Sorry, not Olsen. Graham Arnold thinking about making this
move. He should have. He should have done it a minute ago. Now it's going to be harder. Dude left the corner, went to the little Dorito on NYX.
Well, Pat's just pumping paint through that lane. I mean, he's just literally just sitting down on his knee and almost had his gun on his hip.
All he has to do, though, whoever the guy in the back here is just literally make a move towards it, and it's going to force Kraft to get freaky. And if this guy's sitting inside, he should smoke him. Almost like a bait play.
Yeah, for sure. Uprising, 5 minutes and 15 seconds left, down by 1. Xtreme try to protect this lead, but they are down a body.
Kraft just got shot.
Oh, so now it's a 3-on-5 situation.
They let that Dorito wrap. Wow, Corey Hall did not do good there. Corey Hall shot him, but he let him shoot Kraft first.
Corey Hall's going to move up into D3, try to stop the bleeding a little bit. Again, 3-on-5 situation. Oh, they're going to lose Pankoff over there. He got clipped in the pack, it looks like. And did they lose another one trying to get across? Actually, it was a nice fill for Uprising to get back into the Doritos.
4-on-2, I believe, right now, because they lost their eyes back here. Yeah, 4-on-1, 4-on-0. Nope, 4-on-1. Corey Hall's the last one left. Well, Corey Hall got a break on the last one. He's not getting one on this one.
And then Corey's going to get clipped out, too. So 2 tie games here.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't know the count.
Yeah, but these guys, they're not going to take their time to get there.
No, that's fine. And that was a good point from Uprising.
Yeah, solid. I didn't know about stacking the center quite that heavy with 3 guys, but apparently it was effective.
Apparently that's how much they're fearing Pat Kraft right now.
Smart. Yeah. Kraft is doing work, you know?
Yeah, you have to neutralize threats. Pat is he's the biggest threat right now on New York Xtreme. But the linchpin was they got the shot in on Caro. And after that, it kind of allowed them to then start, just pushing around the field a little bit. Yep. And Pat was, he was locking his lane up. Hennessy was shooting his lane, but that just doing that wasn't enough because they were more punching through the center. Then they lose that body on the D side. But yeah, that was a well-executed play.
Yeah, I think if Corey Hall, when he makes that Dorito, actually looks down the wire, because it's the widest spot out there. That little Dorito is the widest one. That dude never is able to wrap that Dorito 3 and shoot Pat.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to know your job in that situation, right? If you're wide and you know he's wide, and you're in the widest spot,
yeah,
looking inside is almost retarded at that point. You got Kraft covering the inside. You know, you stay on the outside. Oh, my bad. Retarded is not politically correct. I apologize.
It's early.
It's early, and it's in my vocabulary still. I'm sorry.
He's
I'm
trying.
not woke. I'm not woke.
Guys, Joey's trying. He's trying.
Not woke.
But we talk about outside and contained a lot.
Yeah.
You know, it's like playing football. If you're a defensive end, our coach was always like, keep that outside contained, contained. If you're the wide guy, you got to keep that outside contained unless the play is for sure you're going and you're looking inside. That's drawn up that way. Then you're absolved from that responsibility. But typically that's not how it works. So jumping back into this one.
NRG makes D1, which is really good for them. But yeah, as long as he keeps those guys from filling out, he should be good. Did they lose anyone NRG? I didn't see. I was watching San Diego. I only see 3 of them. Nah, they're in the corner too, so there's 4. They must have lost a guy somewhere.
Yeah, so good crossfield spread here, Snake side for Aftermath as they've got out wide. They got Mazurek back in his spot. I mean, they might as well just let him start here at this wedge because he's been there every single point.
Well, apparently he's doing something good at practice if he's spinning every point.
Yeah, he played really well yesterday for him. He's definitely going to be, I would start Mazurek until the wheels fall off at this point.
Lost this guy filling out from home into the Aztec.
Yeah, so tied up right now, 5:30 here on the clock, and our body had dropped from NRG Elite, so down to 4. Who's going to be the first to go here? Okay, there we go. Aftermath going to start making a move. It's like about time. But smart move. They are going to be losing the body from the can. Yeah, that can is starting to catch a lot of pressure.
That can's, it's one of those hot spots. If you don't have a guy who knows how to play in his butthole, it's not going to work.
Yeah,
well.
You need like a Jason Edwards at a spot like that, a Yosh Rao, somebody like that.
Big guys that know how to get real crafty.
Yeah. So now Aftermath making the move with Grayson Gladstone. Ooh, but Grayson getting clipped out. It was a nice move for Grayson to get in there and then just getting clipped cross field as Mazurek goes into the brick.
I think there's 3 Aftermath left. Yet they made the fill back out to the can.
Yeah, that guy's got to stay alive. He's on an island out there.
Uh-oh. He knows. He knows. He knows this isn't going to work good.
Comes up and trades out.
It's a good trade.
Yeah, that was a pretty good trade. That was pretty bang-bang. Now, Mazurek's been getting after it, man. He's got really good timing out there. You can tell that guy's been playing paintball for a while.
Yeah. The one thing about that I don't like is you're down on bodies. Like, you're going to go up here and trade with this guy. What is that really going to do? There's a dude right behind him, right? So you're giving up your body for what, 1 kill?
Yeah.
Like, honestly, you're better off trying to play it out a little bit longer and try to catch another kill.
Well, that's when
in a tied game.
Yeah, when somebody makes a move like that, I'm thinking, did you know that you were down that many bodies?
Because well, you should know. Like,
you should.
That's like the
but
easy
that
thing.
doesn't mean that they always do.
True.
Trust me, watching paintball all these years, not everyone always knows the stuff you think they're supposed to know. As another body coming off right now, and that's going to do it. So, pretty academic point for NRG Elite. Didn't do anything crazy. Just won a couple gunfights, shot a body, forced Mazurek into a move to trade out, which wasn't good for Aftermath because, as Joey was saying, okay, cool, you trade out that body, you go 1 for 1, but if you're in a situation like that, if you're not taking 2 off with you, it's not really helping the cause.
Yeah, and you have to know there's 3 of you and 4 of them, right? So if you go up there and you trade with that guy, okay, great. Now you're on a 3-on-2, and you're leaving your guys on an island because there's no one else to help defend them.
Yeah.
Right? Like, at that point, you just have to be smart about it. And honestly, if I were him, I would either stay back at the snake or maybe even drop back and do that jump around crap that everyone's doing and getting away with. Try to make them think there's more bodies than there are.
Yeah, and yesterday we had, it's interesting to bring that up because the chaos that's created in the middle with a move like that you were just describing. So we had Mouse up here, and it was a situation where, even though one team had a decent amount of bodies over out wide on Snake side, we're going to lose it. So they tried to send Carl all the way to Snake 1 off the break with his blazing speed, but got clipped, so good zone control. But anyway, just real quick to wrap it up, but having a body being a little creative and getting and creating that chaos in the center is more beneficial because you're changing the variables so much that somebody can play off that chaos.
Yeah, for sure. Kraft really wants to get up there, but I think it's too late now. I think if he tries to go now, he's going to get mollywalked.
He's been very consistent about getting up in there, so he wants to go. So he's going to go across.
Oh, he got there.
Yeah,
that's because dude looked inside. Oh, man, why would you give that lane up? You had that. You had the deny, and you let him come. Like, come on, dude.
If you're playing New York Extreme and Kraft's not in the brick,
he's coming.
You have to watch that lane because he's going to try to make that move.
Yep.
There hasn't been a point play that Kraft's been out here that I can remember where he wasn't trying to aggressively push up the center if he wasn't already in there. So Gotta know thy enemy, man.
Yep.
But again, it is a little tough to see, but that's just the information that has to get to those players. Either you get it or it gets given to you. So now they're going to double stack the wedge structure in the middle of the field here for Uprising. They're going to get Creek out wide, like Borromeo in there with Ormrod and the wedge. Hennessy in his spot, but yeah, it's just, man, Pat Kraft playing very well here at this first event. Whatever he did in the offseason has been working, because he's looking pretty solid. But neither team with a lead to protect right now. It's 2:20 on the clock, Joey, so it's getting down to it right now.
Well, this should be the point then, right? Like, you win this one, you're going to win.
Yeah, we got Joey Blue from Tampa Bay Damage up here. Going to be playing New York Xtreme coming up here around 9:20 here Eastern time.
I don't know what Corey's doing over there. Maybe it's time to make a little bump, buddy. I don't know. You got 4 guys from Uprising on this side of the field. The widest guy is at the structure you're talking about.
Yeah, he's looking inside, not feeling much pressure. Okay, now they pick him up.
He shot the snake, and he died. That's all right. It's a good trade. I'll take that trade.
So Borromeo comes off for Uprising, trades out with Will Hennessy. And then here comes a move across. And
there goes Corey.
Did Pat get it? No, he didn't.
No,
so
they're still alive, both of them.
That's a great move across here from, I believe, Ormrod to try to get across and puts Pat in. So now Pat's trying to do the jump shot over the top. And Pat Kraft does get that jump shot. So
oh, man. He's going to give his body away.
James Creek.
And they lost their white guy over there. So it's 2 of the Uprising guys left.
And terrible moment for Creek's loader to go down.
He's about to get his head wick. Corey's going to pepper him up real nice. That's a good time for a towel.
Yeah. Oh, Creek is very frustrated. Even if he had his gun, New York Xtreme was getting in position, so, yeah. But it would have made it more interesting. But yeah, that's just the
As soon as the dude came in here and missed the shot on Kraft, that was pretty much it. Like, if he would have shot Kraft there, they would have been in control, and that would have been a whole nother game.
Well, this is going to get interesting here because, so New York Xtreme gets to warm up, but they have to play you guys next. But if they get this win, they're 3-0.
That should get them through.
That should get them through, and they're looking pretty good. But that's, again, as a fan, that's going to make me really interested in this next game because now it's the big test for Xtreme.
Right.
Okay, you guys look great, but now you have to play Tampa Bay.
I'll be honest, it's a big test for us.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We played a whopping 6.7 points out here.
Yes.
Like,
didn't get a ton of spins yesterday.
Right.
I mean, you guys won both your games, so you're sitting pretty too.
Right.
And you have, again, 2 more games coming up today, but you're going to play a team that's looking good and just got to warm up. Obviously, you got to scout them, so you know what they're going to do.
Snake on break for the Castro kid.
Yeah, Castro's fast and real small.
Down 1 of the NRG guys. Their wide guy got shot going out. So 5-on-4, Aftermath's favor.
And that's what they needed.
And Aftermath's on all the spots again.
3:25 left to go, down by 1. Aftermath pushing the issue here. Snake side with Castro off the break, and he makes it clean. Missouri back to his spot that he's been at every single point.
It's a big fill. Home to corner, that's a big fill. He made it, though. Oh, no, he didn't. You can't stick the whole apple in your mouth, Matty. Take a bite of it. Take a bite of it. Unless you're a pig and you want to get roasted.
You sound like a dad right now.
There you go again. Second guy trying the same thing. Let's see if he makes it. Apparently, is that Grayson?
Grayson Gladstone?
Yeah, apparently, Grayson can fit a whole apple in his mouth.
Yeah, Grayson been back and forth. We've seen him snake side, D side. Is that Grayson in D1?
I don't know.
Over there?
I can't tell 100% to be honest with you.
They lost the body on that side.
Yeah, and the second guy filled from home.
Yeah, so I think that's Grayson Gladstone over there. Missouri's going to cut to the inside. He's going to go to the 50 brick in the middle. Castro's still alive, not feeling any pressure. He's going to hit the deck and crawl up here to get into Snake 1.
I got to be honest. I don't love this Snake 1. Oh, good shot, though.
Yeah, it's comfy. Guys like to go there and shoot inside. I mean, there's some angles there, but body dropping right now for NRG Elite.
Yeah, that was him. The snake guy shot him. Came up halfway up the beam and blew him up.
Yeah, so, but that kill did not come from Snake 1. It came from the 50.
Who's that over there? Is that Grayson coming off?
Yeah, Grayson.
Yeah, Grayson just took one in the Dorito. That's not a good death. That's a bad, bad death.
Missouri's still at that 50, wrapping
we're
around.
3-on-3? 3-on-3. 2-on-3 in NRG's favor.
So Missouri came around, got caught at that 50 brick. Good zone
another one
from NRG Elite trying to protect this lead.
So we got 2 left, Snake Eye and the guy made out of the Dorito.
So Aftermath still has a chance here, but they're down by 1 and time's ticking off the clock. There's only 1 minute and 45 seconds left. They might.
You got to ride or die this.
You think it's ride or die right now?
I think you have to. I think if you try to not let this play out, and because you're going to go down by 2 no matter what, right? With the minute 45, and these guys just go anyways, right? So now it's a 2-on-1, but dude has to come, right? He can't just wait.
No. They either have to have already towed it, or now you have to just hope this guy can win this
These guys are all out of paint. Like they're both both these dudes are dry already. You would think after playing us, they would learn to carry more paint on them.
Well, you would think. So if Aftermath drops this game, they're going to be 1-2, but it would only be a 1-point spread if it ends this way. So if they can go into the next game and prevail,
that's against us too.
Yeah, see, I was getting there, but it's just a tall order to try to be damaged by a lot of points.
Yeah, especially when you're aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, you guys don't typically lose by a bunch. Typically.
Well,
it's going to happen to everyone.
It's the layouts, right? And it depends what you're playing. So our worst loss last year was in the finals at World Cup. But that layout, once you went down by 2 points, and we happened to have some unlucky shit happen there. We got 2 minors in a row, which cost us those 2 points, gave them a 2-point spread. That layout was so easy to lock down that we had to run at their guns. So it was either run at their guns or I could have made that gun a 3-2 game. But what's the point? You know?
Yeah, when you're in the finals,
yeah,
who cares about
I'd rather lose 7-2 and have a chance of winning than keep it close and make all the fans be like, well, it was a close game at least.
It's also not a prelim game, right? So margin means nothing. You either are going to win or you're not, and you have to be trying to do the things you need to do to win, so you got to run into the guns.
Yep.
Sometimes if the team doesn't break, then yeah, you're going to be losing by a bunch, but it doesn't matter once you're in that situation. Whether you lose by 1 or you lose by 6, you still lost.
Yep.
But typically, yeah. So anyway, so that's the situation right now is that NRG Elite's going to be getting their first wins. They're going to be 1-2.
And they have a good margin, too. I think they've only lost both their games by 2. So.
Yeah, so they're keeping it close. It's making it interesting here. So we're in this bracket D with Damage, Aftermath, Uprising, New York Xtreme, and NRG Elite. And I mean, we'll see what happens in your guys' 2 games, but it is becoming apparent that the 2 best teams, at least from what we've seen thus far, is you guys at New York Xtreme. But then, can someone else catch a wild card? We will see. Obviously, still more paintball to play. This is set 1 on day 2.
It's a little early to be calling the semifinals
It's
already.
a touch early, Joey, but it's part of the conversation.
Absolutely.
So we got to talk about it.
And this game's not over. I mean, these guys could catch a point right here, tie this up.
Yeah, so still a minute and 12, but only down by 1. It's possible.
They shot their corner on the guy, so they're 5-on-4.
5-on-4 and taking both.
And they gave them the center.
Uprising. Here comes Uprising. Full court press for Uprising right now. Hennessy does make it to the wedge. And they're going to shoot the body in the center here. So Uprising's opportunity starting to dwindle. They are attacking up and getting into D4.
Go get him.
45 seconds to go. Can they break through this line?
Go get him, stupid. Get him out.
Hennessy comes back and gets blasted. Graham Arnold going to get into Snake 1, wrap it around, try to put a body in and go. He's going to get to the 50-yard line. He's got
35 seconds.
Bodies. Borromeo as well, too. Here comes Borromeo and Arnold on the Snake side.
One guy left. They're going to get this point. He's hit on his loader already, too. Yep. Tie game.
So here comes Seattle Uprising blasting through with 20 seconds left to go. They had that one body to shoot, and they do it with just under 20 seconds left. Going to have a tie game, which with 20 seconds left, probably on a layout like this,
we're probably going to overtime. Yeah.
It's going to give the coaches a little extra time here because you get this little break. You're going to go out and play the 20 seconds. Probably nothing's going to happen. If it was a different layout in a situation like this, that's on, okay, who wants to try to steal the win, right? But they just
won that one in 20. If they do something similar to that, but leave up some kind of safety valve somewhere.
This is just one of those fields, though, that it really does require at least a kill off the break.
And they did shoot the corner guy. They shot the Snake corner on the break that time.
And the guys you really want to shoot in needing a quick point is one of the outside guys.
Right, especially this corner. The Snake corner is a castle.
Totally. So
you only die out of there if you make a mistake.
Yeah, so got the Top Gun Award, the Golden Barrel, going to be given to the MVP, which, I mean, who knows who that's going to be at this point. That is wide open. We also have $500 for Move of the Prelims and $1,000 for Move of Sunday, courtesy of the Smith family, Mary Catherine and Pate Smith family.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, props to them, man. Paintball patrons for sure. And then the Golden Barrel. So yeah, and I mean, again, it's just wide open, man. I mean, even for Move of the Prelims, there were some really good ones yesterday. Stuart Ridgel had a 3-pack through the center that was beautiful. Matt Askren from Level stole a win.
I saw him get a 4-pack one point. Yeah. I was like, go with your bad self.
But he stole a win. I couldn't see how many bodies he actually shot in that situation, but as far as like moments, that was a bigger moment because it solidified Level's win, right? Yeah. So that's a little bit more important than the beautiful 3-pack that Ridgel
I'm going to lean on Jake's 2-on-1. I'm sorry. A 2-on-1 is pretty impressive shit.
I love how when we have these conversations, like whoever I bring up here, everyone's selling their boy.
I don't need to sell it. I don't need to sell it. You can ask the two guys that he beat in the 2-on-1.
Well, I got another coin for him. I mean, he's starting to stack up one-on-one coins.
Is there a 2-on-1 coin too?
There's a 2-on-1 coin.
Yeah, he gets one of those.
Yeah.
Should he get a 2-on-1 and a 1-on-1? Because he shot the one guy and turned it to a 1-on-1.
Yeah.
So technically, he did a 2-on-1 and a 1-on-1.
I mean, you can continue to sell me on it, but I'm just going to give you the coins anyway. Actually, he has to come get them.
he has to come get them. Looks like someone took a timeout here, huh?
It is interesting with Jacob because, God, I know you want to hear this, but he's almost due for a 1-on-1 loss because he just keeps stacking them up, man. Like,
so here's the thing about Jacob. Jacob played a lot of paintball before when he had a real job working outside of paintball. Now Jacob's in paintball working at a paintball field. Do you think he's playing less or more?
I'm going to go on a limb and say more.
Jacob's girlfriend that he's living with now.
She's a player too.
Yeah, she plays on the Cheetahs. She's like the captain of the Cheetahs. So I don't know. You can call it luck surprise. Cheetahs are 2-0 at this event. I don't know. Maybe him grinding constantly, even with her, is going to be, the difference in that relationship. That's going to be a power couple if you're not careful. That's going to be a massive power couple.
That's awesome. Good. Is he helping coach over there too, or
when he can? I mean, this comes first.
Of course, yeah. Depending on the schedule, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
All right, so 3-3 with 20 seconds left. Is someone going to steal the win, or most likely probably going to see an overtime?
NYX is trying to win with a couple guys here.
Yeah, NYX.
So is Uprising. Uprising's just coming. Look at this guy.
Yeah, so Uprising charges down and trades out with Corey Hall.
We're going to overtime.
Yeah, we're going to overtime. McLean gets a spin, and he takes a little ground, but that's going to do it. So Uprising did send it on the D side. It looked like Hall was going to go too, but he got checked in at D3.
And the other guy just kept coming? Yeah,
he just kept coming. And then when he did, I was like, ooh, be careful not to get a penalty, bro. What are you
this
doing?
This is not a place for a major.
Yeah, but sure enough, going to see, we only saw one overtime yesterday, and it was actually one of the stories of the tournament is the Ironman.
Yeah, I saw that. That was a great game.
Yeah, we're able to upset AC Diesel, and Diesel came back and then put it on Revel pretty decent. I think it was 5-2 was that final score, so it wasn't a blowout win. But
didn't Revel lose their next one too, 4-1?
To the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Hurricanes
are a strong team, man. Like
they're looking good.
Fundamentally, they're probably one of the most fundamentally sound teams from top to bottom. Where you couldn't, I could probably pick two of their guys out now, only because they've been here for a year. Mm-hmm. Besides that, I couldn't tell you, unless I saw the name on the jersey, who they even are. But they're all consistently good.
Yeah, they don't make you want to play as mistake-free as you possibly can, and the Hurricanes play relatively mistake-free paintball, considering that, last year was their very first year in the Pro Division. But it is an inspiring paintball story because, in this modern incarnation of the game, we're seeing, inspirations like Dynasty at 40 still being elite and at the top of the best they've ever been, winning half of the events last year and on a run that's been insane for the past 2.5 years. And then you look at a team like the Hurricanes, who in Chicago went undefeated in the prelims, beat some top teams. They made a couple Sundays, and that's an incredibly impressive performance. But those are grown men that have been grinding for years. They have regular jobs. They work hard. This is their passion. And
don't get it twisted. I mean, I got like two guys that are in the industry. Everyone else, they're working 40, 50-hour weeks and have families and everything too. I mean, so I think that's the biggest mistake a lot of people make in paintball. It's not like they're just gifted athletes and they're great at paintball. Don't get me wrong, they're gifted athletes and great at paintball, but if you don't work at the craft, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Right? My guys, they grind. Like, there'll be 4 or 5 guys out at CFP every Sunday. You just show up there and there's 4 or 5 guys. You guys having a practice? Kinda. But it's just grinding, right? It's part of it. It's in their DNA at this point. Like it's
what they do.
Right. Yeah. Right. On a positive note, I got a couple guys that are getting close to 40, so we should go on a winning streak similar to Dynasty's here.
Yeah. I mean, they've been. You guys are another one. It's another one of those stories where it's just interesting to see grown men deep into their 30s, and now some guys getting to the early 40s, and then you get these young kids coming in. But paintball is not a game of reflexes.
Nope.
It's a mental chess match with guns. And you don't have to be 5'6" and blazing fast to win at paintball tournaments. In fact, those typically aren't the guys winning paintball tournaments. So this is it's interesting too because watch a lot of mixed martial arts throughout the years, and people have heard me say this before, but it's very true. If you look at it, sometimes it takes a very long time for those guys to become the best.
Yeah.
But they're well into their 30s, some of them into their 40s, and they're the champs.
Yeah.
So
yeah. No, you're not wrong.
And you'd think that that wouldn't be it because it's a strength, it's not just a strength game. So this is not just a game of reflexes.
Corey Hall catches one on the break at the can.
Into overtime right now, 5 minutes on the clock, tied 3-3. Who's it going to be? Well, it looks like, Xtreme losing a body, but immediately winning a gunfight here against Borromeo. So it's 4-on-4 now.
In the mix here, Kraft's looking to make that move up there. It looks like Uprising's found a way to deny him from getting up there very easily. He makes a move out to the wire instead.
Yeah, so with the death of Corey Hall from the D side, Pat Kraft shifts on over to the Dorito side to have some sort of
D3?
offensive threat. Goes, right into D3. Hennessy still at the wedge. Mirrored up with, I believe, Ormrod, who's going to get in and look towards Pat Kraft to kind of keep him honest over there. But Uprising also quickly into D3. Did Tim Stetzel get a spin? I think Zach Caro.
Good shot.
Wow, beautiful
Clutch.
shot. So Will
Clutch.
Hennessy getting shot out by Ormrod. And it looks like Tim Stetzel is going to get a spin here instead of Caro.
Kraft still doing what he's doing, but doing it from the Doritos, just denying this guy from moving up. I don't know if I'd battle with him. I think I'd probably just chill. Oh, here we go. Stencil into the snake. They saw him, though. They know he's there.
Well, they need to yell that to Ormrod so he can
they're yelling
off the top.
I'm hearing their Dorito guy call it. If Ormrod's not hearing it, that's his bad.
Yeah, Ormrod was, and at the moment, rightfully so, popping the top a little bit, but now he has to be careful that Stetzel's this far up. I mean, Stetzel's more tucked in and looking inside to protect that. Stetzel's on an island also as well, too, at the death of Hennessy. It's down to a 3-on-4 situation in
Finally
favor
makes
of
the move
Uprising.
to the corner. That's a good move. Honestly, he's got freedom to do damn near what he wants. He's only got to worry about Kraft, and Kraft is worried about the dude on the inside wedge.
Must-win situation for Uprising. They dropped 2 games yesterday. They need to win this one for sure to have a chance to move on in this tournament. And they have a one-body advantage here in overtime. Stetzel's been talking it up pretty nicely as well, too. And he's got CJ Cantor at the can, and then Pat Kraft in D3. That's it for New York Xtreme. I think it was Creek that made the, no, it was Graham Arnold that made the move out wide here for Uprising. So he's also not really on an island because he does have Ormrod inside.
He really wants Joel to shoot the bounce shot. I'm not sure which bounce shot it is, but he is very, very adamant that he needs to shoot that bounce shot.
How do you feel about the bounce shots? I mean, you don't have to give away any secrets, but just in general.
They're not sweet. Honestly, it's the paint, right? The paint's so fragile out here that the bounce shots are eh. I mean, they're still worth shooting, but they're not all that in a bag of potato chips. I don't know why he keeps doing this creep shit. Either do it or don't.
Ormrod?
Yeah. He's gotten clapped up 3 times he's tried doing this. Like, you're telegraphing what you're about to do.
So Ormrod's at the wedge, creeping around. He just hasn't felt any pressure from Stetzel, so he's going to go across and go into the brick. But he hits the brick, so they're going to know he's there.
Well, they know the snake's there, too. So, I mean, honestly, at this point, he just needs to launch on him. Ormond could get him clean all day.
Arnold has also moved up to get a little bit closer to Ormrod. He's at the insert bunker here, snake side. He's off camera, but he's getting closer. Now he goes right into snake 1.
He should go. He's got it right now if he takes it.
Yeah, no pressure. But he's thinking about it.
Stop thinking about it.
He's got a minute.
Think long, you think wrong, brother. Think long, you think wrong.
Minute and 42 seconds to work with here.
He's got this all day. He still has this. Like, no one's even looking this way. Kraft's on the wire.
Yeah, he's not in.
Cantor's on the wire.
Arnold's a vet. He's been around forever. We've seen him make moves like this.
Good retreat.
Stetzel with a little tactical retreat to get in a little bit more defensible position because now it's going to be way harder to run him down now. So, yeah, the move was there for a little bit for Arnold.
We go to one-on-ones after this if it goes all the way, right?
Yep. Now down to a minute and 5 seconds here in this 3-on-4 situation.
I think this is a 5-on-3.
I think didn't they lose Borromeo? I thought that was Borromeo before.
I keep hearing someone shooting back here. I can't see them all. You might be right. It might be 4-on-3.
Might be in the back center, but I'm pretty sure Borromeo.
Cantor makes a move up in the Dorito, too.
Yeah, no one's shooting their guns right now.
Every point's a critical point nowadays.
So Arnold's going to hit the deck and crawl up to the 50-yard line here in the snake.
This is literally Uprising's tournament. You know, if they win this, they have a chance still. If they don't, they are 100% out.
Stetzel not getting a ton of spins, just coming fresh back onto the team after dealing with some injuries past couple seasons. And he's been playing pretty well here on an island.
They must believe in him. It's a big-ass point.
Right? That's like
it's one of the Uprising guys going down. Kraft's looking to go. Kraft's going. Kraft just got shot.
But Kraft goes right into a lane, but only with 7
Cantor
seconds
right
left.
behind him.
We're going to one-on-ones.
One-on-one.
Unless there's a major all of a sudden.
One-on-one. One-on-one.
So who are they going to send out, both these teams?
I imagine Kraft.
I was going to say Pat Kraft Jr. for sure, but for Uprising, maybe Arnold? Arnold thrives in one-on-ones. He's been really good at them throughout the years. I'm just wondering, is he still top dog for one-on-ones? He's, you guys run one-on-ones. Every team knows who their guys are going to be. You got a short list, right? You got your roster of 10 dudes, 7 to 12 dudes for some teams. But every coach and every player knows who those top dogs are.
I'm confident I run more one-on-ones than anyone else in paintball.
Well, it's important, right? This does happen. It happens within the context of a game.
It's your whole tournament.
And then right now, the tournament is on the line for Seattle Uprising. If they do not win this one-on-one, and it's one hit or quitter, man. You go out there, and if we can't determine a winner, then you send your next hero out. So it will come down to who they put out for this one-on-one to try to save Uprising's chances at this tournament, and this is why it is important to train one-on-ones. It's a fundamental part of this game.
It's the most important part of paintball. It's the most neglected part of paintball.
Yeah, I think they might be sending Graham out. That's not a shocker to me at all. Yep, it's going to be Graham Arnold. I knew it. He's a stud, man. That's who I would pick too if I was Coach.
Corey Hall. Look at this.
Ooh, we're going to send Corey Hall out. Okay.
Making us look dumb.
Well, just how good Pat's playing, and also he's been in one-on-one tournaments before.
Yeah.
He played in the HK one-on-one tournament that we held here on Go Sports during COVID. And he's a hell of a one-on-one player. Corey is also Corey's really good in situations like this. He's been in a lot of these before. He got paintball famous by winning low-body situations for Scott's Elevation back in the day, helping put them on the map. And so, yeah, not a shocker that they go with Corey Hall. It's just that Pat had been so lights out.
Could be Pat was a little winded after that last one, too.
Yeah, could be.
It was a pretty big run, and he got torched up pretty good. Might not have been able to spin him.
Corey Hall versus Graham Arnold. Tournament on the line for Uprising. And it looks like Corey is going to go, big time, big move all the way into D3, and Graham has no idea he's there. But now he knows he's there. But then Corey uses that. He's going to keep coming. I like how Corey's playing this. Graham, head on a swivel, trying to figure it out. Still at that back Aztec a little bit. More of a patient. Back here is going to go down on his knees, though.
Honestly, at this point, with him being in the weaker position, if I was him, I would just chill, protect the buzzard, run the minute out, and let the next guys come out, because he definitely screwed up on the break.
Yeah, I think it's 2 minutes now.
Even if so, I'd sit there for 2 minutes. I mean, if you don't let him give anything to shoot, because Corey's definitely in the dominant position right now.
Yeah, and he's got all those bunkers to work with. And he's got a lot of options, so Corey's going to...
He keeps missing that first shot, though.
Yeah, he's had, I think, at least 2 opportunities. Yep. And he's getting closer now. A little harder to miss when you're this close. But, yeah, Corey Hall definitely going gun dominant and position dominant in this one-on-one. Ooh, just broke a ball, though.
And that is not the best bunker to be in for a one-on-one that Corey is at.
Oh, and Graham Arnold gets the drop in on Corey Hall. So Corey Hall going gun dominant and making some nice moves up there. But I tell you, man, Graham Arnold's a hell of a gunfighter. And that's why they put him out there and puts the team on his back.
Show respect right here, though. Come on.
Gets the team on his back and goes over and gives Corey Hall.
Corey feels like shit, but that was a massive show of respect for both those guys.
Yeah. Oh, Corey punches his gun in frustration. Yeah, it's tough, man. Team, has the respect for you to put you out there, but one-on-ones are difficult. It's Corey played that very well. Graham just got a good shot on him.
Yeah, I don't know if I was Corey if I would have gone into that wedge. I think I would have stayed in those Doritos just because it's a little easier to play out of.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I understand. Put the pressure on him, get on his feet. He's missed those 2 shots and then started breaking paint, and you can't win a one-on-one with smashing paint.
So that is going to do it here for this set number 1 in the books. And what a dramatic turn of events. Uprising still in this tournament. They're going to go 1-2 so far. They got one more game to go against NRG Elite. New York Xtreme's got a loss on their record, and they have to play Tampa Bay Damage next. But next up, before we get to the Damage NYX Uprising NRG Elite set, it's going to be the Brooklyn Bears, also looking outstanding, playing the rookie pro team Notorious, and also the ML Kings and Columbus level here in set number 2. The 2023 NXL Sunshine State Major. Joey, best of luck.
I appreciate you.
Thanks for coming up. Stick with us here on Go Sports. We'll be back.